Tonight is Skill Building Wednesday, and my name is Debbie Barnett. For those of you that don't know me already, every Wednesday night I'm here with you guys, and tonight is all about helping you build your Mahjong skills. So we are going to be walking through forming our tiles from the very beginning, choosing what we're going to pass during the Charleston, and continuing throughout the game to see how things play out as to how we narrow it down to eventually one hand. One of the things that are really important to me is that when you learn to play, you learn to stay open and flexible so that you have more than just one option from the get-go, because one option out of over 1,000 hand variations will maybe give you Mahjong once in a while because you got real lucky. You just were lucky picking in those tiles for that one hand and you get Mahjong. But over time, you're going to find that your opponents, your Mahjong friends around the table are winning more games. So we want to get you to that point where you're winning more games. And even if you're not winning more games, you're really happy with the way your hand turned out. Now, we have every week some very experienced players that come in and join us, and they're here, and I appreciate the support that they give me. They're here to support me, to help me chime in on chat and say, what about this hand? What about that hand? Many times it's, oh, thank you, I didn't see that one, because I'm not going to see every single thing. I try to see as much as possible. Sometimes I don't agree with the suggestion, and I will most of the time, as long as I'm paying attention, tell you why I'm not going to go keep track of that avenue over maybe something else. All right, so welcome everybody who's also just joining us on YouTube. We're going to go ahead and get started and head over to I Love Maj. So here we are at I Love Maj, and this is the game launch pad where all the magic happens on Wednesday night. For anybody who is not familiar with I Love Maj, it's a really intuitive, wonderful site. So if you're not already a member and you want to try it out for 3 weeks just for free, come in and try it out. This exercise room is unbelievable for learning the card. I've spent a lot of time here, and I finally feel really comfortable with this card. You know, I have to get familiar with the card pretty quickly because you don't want me coming on Wednesday nights and being like, I don't know the card. That wouldn't be too cool. But check it out, and if you do decide to sign up, you could use my affiliate code, which is uppercase D, uppercase B for Debbie Barnett, and you'll get 3 weeks instead of 2. No risk. You don't have to pay for it if you don't like it after you try it out. So that's all. All right, so we're going to play with bots tonight. We're playing the official game. I'm going to leave it on advanced, see how that goes. They have been really tough competitors, but that's okay because that's how we get to be better players. So I have no problem going with advanced. If you are a new player, a newer player, and you want to start out with the standard level bots, you can. Just know that they're going to do things that I don't recommend or teach my beginners to do. So you're going to get flowers passed to you in the Charleston. You may get a pear passed in the Charleston. Lots of different things that they're going to do, but you're going to be able to win more. I just don't want you to follow what they're doing and get into some bad habits. So it's a little risky. I'd rather you play it intermediate or advanced. But if you want to make more Mahjongs, start out with the standard level bots because they do play like beginner players. All right, I'm going to launch the game, and the next screen is where you change the card right here. It doesn't automatically change from 2024 to 2025. So the first time you come in using the new card, you do have to make sure that that's clicked. So just be sure that that says right here, National Mah Jongg Leaf card. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started here.
First, Charleston.
Right now, I'm going to go ahead and sort by suit. I have no jokers, but I see these soaps like staring at me, and I wish I had a ton of 5s and 2s because I'd be looking at the big hand under singles and pairs. But of course, I don't have any. Well, I have 1 5, but that's really not a strength right now. So I'm going to start out, I'm going to put these down here for just a moment, and I'm going to start by putting my multiples together up front. And this is just a good place to start if you have multiples. If you don't have any multiples, then we can sort it into evens and odds and then go from there. But in this case, I do have a pair of flowers, I have my 3 soaps, I have my 6s. Looking at this, I'm going to think, okay, 6s. What else can I do with 6s? Well, certainly it can be 2, 4, 6, 8. So I can slip that over there. It's not going to hurt. I'm not committing to anything at this point. I can slip this over here because it's 2, 4, 6, 8, and it's also any like numbers with 6s. This right here is all a nice part of line 3 under any like numbers. But I do try not to commit to one of those hands, by the way, under any like numbers. I try to keep all of them open and possibilities. Okay, now I do have a little bit of a run here with the same suit, and it's not really doing very much for me because the hand that I would want these to be green if I were going to be keeping the same suit run here. Otherwise, line number 6 under consecutive run, I know has opposite dragons. It's a possibility that I could end up getting reds in during the Charleston. Maybe I could keep the 5. We'll see. We'll see. But now I also have this pair of East, which I just can't ignore right now. I have to look at them. And I know that under Winds and Dragons, there's a hand with East and West in even numbers. If I were to consider that, let's say, oops, my mouse got stuck. Let's say I went East and I wanted to get some hope that I got West during the Charleston, I would have that for that hand. But then I can't do anything with these soaps. I'm not so sure I'm feeling all that bubbly about the East. So I'm going to go ahead and break them up right now. And I'm going to keep my eye on 2, 4, 6, 8, like numbers with 6s. Let's see if there's something else, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 now. You know, I would love to have another option, maybe in consecutive that would work, but I'm missing quite a bit, and it's not really going to give me a stronger position. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do these here for now. Let's see what happens, what comes in. I have options. That's what I love to have, is I love to have options. So I'm just keeping stuff, any like numbers in mind, 2, 4, 6, 8 in mind. I don't know, maybe it will be, maybe even if I were to keep, like I'm thinking, oh, if I kept this 5, 6 for 5, 6, 7, 8, a 2 suit run, then these flowers are going to go bye-bye, and so are these soaps. So I don't know that it makes sense to do that. So let's just go ahead and do this and see what we get. All right, so I did get a West, of course. Certainly I got a West, but I did get an 8. So I have another 2, 4, 6, 8 tile that I could play around with. And I would rather not go ahead and pass an east and a west together. Somebody's going to collect these, knowing these bots, how they are. If I'm not going to play them, then they're going to definitely want to do that. So right now I have, definitely some stuff here. We'll see if I get in more dragons to see if we're going to venture to any other section of the card. But right now, we'll see. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and do this here. Nothing yet for that. So I'll go ahead and do this. And let's see, Andrea said 369 line 3. Yeah, it's a definite possibility. That's one of the strong lines to watch with any like numbers, is that one. So if I get more dragons or lots of, well, I wouldn't want to use all jokers, but if I get some more dragons in the suit, the BAMs, the greens for the BAMs, that would be definitely a nice hand to keep track of. All right, so I got the red, which would be something that I would keep for any like numbers. I'm going to have a little bit of a challenge here, and it looks like I'm going to probably have to settle in on any like numbers, or maybe even keeping that other very switchable hand in 369 line 3 open for sure. So we'll see if one of my bot opponents is somebody collecting these wins, because man, there's few of them out there east and west right now. I'm at this juncture where it's asking me if I want to stop the Charleston. Well, no, I don't want to stop it, because my rule of thumb, and it's just mine, some other teacher could have a different method, but for me, if I don't have one good hand, I'm not stopping it. And I think that's pretty much across the board for experienced players. I don't stop it because I'm confused. I don't stop it because I'm confused. I'm torn between two hands. I'm just going to continue on because it's important to make sure I can look at least up to 12 more additional tiles, because this is where we build our hand. It's a very integral part of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and continue.
Second Charleston.
And I definitely don't want to pass a pair. So I've got to break something up here. And at this point, I don't know if it matters whether I do the 4 or the 8. Really doesn't matter. Or I could keep the 9 and do the 4, but there is not, let's see, hold on, 3, 6, 9. No, I was just trying to look to see if there's anything else that might look promising. No, because of my 3 dragons, those soaps are really, those are really something else there. Okay, now I got 2, 4, 8, and they're all even numbers. Really kind of pretty. So let's see. No greens. And then the only line with opposite dragons this year in 2, 4, 6, 8 is the second one from the bottom. Would be lovely if these were 6 cracks. Then I would have six BAMs, my soap, 6 cracks. Very pretty, would be very pretty. All right, I am on a must across right now. So I can do this here. God, I just really want to know which one of you guys is holding all of those east and west that I did not use. Notice I never got another 6 in. I don't know if I want to keep, I would love to keep this, to be honest, because we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. And then I got to break this stuff up. I don't know. It's one of those things where, if I do this, the flowers are going to end up going more than likely. I'm not going to be able to, keep all this. I don't think I want to change direction right at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and stay the course here. Not the way I would love it to be, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Okay, I got nothing great in right now. I got that 5 bam back that I gave away. Ugh, frustrating little hand that we have going on here, isn't it?
Courtesy pass.
I got a green. What do you know? I got a green. Super. Okay. So, I could either, keep the 8. Who knows? Maybe I'll get more 8s than 6s, and I could keep that flexibility open between 6s and 8s. I could break it up to maximize how many I get, but I think I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to do 2 right now, the 1 and the West. And what I have going on here, again, could be the 369 that Andrea had mentioned. If I'm working with the 6s, it could be line 3 under 369. It could be any one of the like numbers. Not real strong right now. We have to hope we get in some really good picks and get some jokers in. Otherwise, this is going to be a tough, tough hand. Okay. Would have loved to get one more thing in, but I certainly didn't, did I?
4 dots.
So
2
we're
dots.
now I just discarded 1 tile at 99 tiles. There, if you break that into thirds, you know that during the very first third of the
1
game.
track.
Oh, I have this on. I don't remember. Wow, that's usually automatically off. Next game, if somebody, can you remind me? Unmute and just say, don't forget, because that timer, if I'm not paying attention while I'm talking, I could miss something I need. But anyway, what was I saying? I was just saying something. Oh, I lost my train of thought. I don't know. It'll come back to me. Okay. Oh, the first third of the game, we don't have to worry about what we're discarding as far as giving somebody a tile, even if there is an exposure or 2 up. The most important thing is get out tiles that you don't see that are out, because those are tiles that somebody else may need. And the earlier you get them out, the harder it is for your opponents to be able to call them and complete their hand, or they may be forced to have to call a tile early. And you just don't know what they're going through their head. So I'm going to have to click that pause button. I don't know how that got turned on. I swear to God. And anyway, so you could kind of keep, going pretty quickly.
9 bam.
Just make sure you don't accidentally click your tile that you need. So I discarded a 9 bam. There's another one out.
1 crack.
So I can just get tiles
2
out.
So.
Okay, so I'm going to pause that. I'm going to take a quick look, and I'm going to, I now have the potential of another very pretty hand just by getting in all of that, which is 6, 7, 8, a pair of flowers, line 2, winds and dragons. I wouldn't have even really been looking at that right now, but all of a sudden it's just like popped up. That's really nice. And if I call that soap for the Kong, I have my greens for the pair. You want to protect your pair. If I were to get another red, that's fine. Then I could call either the red or the green. But I wouldn't jump to call the green at this point, because then I would have to worry about not only a pair of reds, but to get that 7 in. But darn, I really like this. And I'm almost tempted. What do you think, guys? Okay, usually my experienced players will chime in and give a vote, even if you're not experienced. If you have a feeling one way or another, put it in chat. I want to see, what do you think? Should I go for it? Look at how much I have. Once I call that and discard, I'm only 3 away from Mah Jongg with that hand. Yeah, Cheryl said, you're close. Go for it, Andrea said. Call. Yeah. Now, this just I just want to say this, because this kind of proves how important it is to know the card, right? It wasn't hard for me to see all these dragons starting to form. And all of a sudden, I know the card and I'm thinking, oh my God, I actually have the potential of doing line 2 because I have 6 and 8. So I'm going to call it. What is the worst thing that happens? Worst thing that happens is I have to figure out that maybe I'm going to do something else. I don't know what, but I might have to change into, I don't know. I don't want to think about what I have to switch right now, but let's do it. Let's have fun. And I'm going to call that for the Kong because I don't have to put up any jokers because you know what? I have no jokers.
Call.
And I'm going to go ahead and I will get rid of the 8. I wish last year's hand had the 4 dragons in the 3, 6, 9. This year it is a Pung. So too bad I can't use that one. Okay, well, we are going to go ahead and try it. Doesn't matter. I don't think which one I get rid of right now.
7 dot.
And ignore.
5 dot.
Now none, well,
North.
one went around,
4
I
crack.
think.
5 crack. 7 crack.
Okay, so this maybe I'm going to want to keep for if I had to switch into 2, 4, 6, 8 second from the bottom because I've got the 6s and the greens. Oh my God, we'll see. I'm just praying that I get 7 BM right now or another red. We'll see.
6 dot. Green.
Wow. So we just talked about this. Risky for me to call that right now with not having at least the 7 BM or the red in my hand. So I'm going to let it go. And it's really the hardest thing in the whole world for a beginner player to do. Ugh. But if I do that, I can't backtrack. And I just want to make sure that I have some ability potential. So I'm going to ignore it. Oh, this is really tough for me to do, but I've got to protect that pair right now.
4 crack. 7 bam.
Oh, there goes 1 7 bam. So in my head, I'm
3
thinking
crack. 8
2 more
crack.
chances for me to get
8
it.
crack. 9 bam. 9 crack. Call. West.
Okay, so we have a 9 crack available for Joker exchange. And the first West coming out after all those East and West went around in the Charleston and was not called. Amazing.
9 dot. 6
So I'm just
bam.
getting out everything and anything that's not, out there. 6 bam. Oh, well, I'm staying the course.
7 bam.
Here's my second 7 bam. I have 2 more chances, right? 2 out, 2 more chances. So darn.
East. 3 dot. 9 dot. 8 bam. South. 1 dot. East. West.
Amazing. They held these East
1
and West,
crack.
but never used them. I am absolutely shocked.
3 bam. Call. East.
Okay, we have a pun, no jokers though, so yeah,
4
I
crack.
cannot believe it. And they got him out kind of late, on the late side. Interesting to me.
8 crack. West.
Now we are at 58 tiles. We've now moved into the middle game, which is the middle third.
South. 7 dot.
Okay, so that makes me feel a lot better. And now I can call either the red or the green, knowing I have my tile safe. And that will, at that point, put me set to call the 7 bam. So I've got to pray. We got to pray to the Mah Jongg gods that somebody discards a red or a green. Okay. Which one do we want? Which one is not out? That's the one that's got to get out. So 6 cracks not out, 6 bam is out. So that means this is more important to go out than the 6 bam because it's not out yet. Okay, I'm not going to look at the table and be like, oh, no, I got to save that, wait for another 3 rounds, and then send it out. Maybe it'll be their mahjong. So if they call it, it's a good possibility because it's a fresh tile, but that's okay. Rather call for exposure. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of it.
6 crack, 8 bam,
Nobody called it. Good thing.
1 dot, north,
Okay.
9 bam, 1 dot, 1 bam, 2 dot,
And that I got out not too long ago. When did that one go out? I thought I sent that out, right? Oh, that was a long time ago. Okay.
6 dot, 7 bam,
Oh, geez.
3
Oh,
bam,
all I needed was one more call to be able to
2 dot,
take that for mahjong, and I have one more chance left. Darn.
4 dot, 1 bam, 2 crack, 4 crack,
Son of a gun.
3 crack call, 3 dot,
Okay, so that was a 3 crack, and there was one here. And that was the only one. So there is one more, it looks like, available for Joker exchange. My hand could go belly up, or it could, who knows? It's just going to be one of those things. This is where luck now comes in. So ignore. Shoot. Okay, so we've got 3 and 9. So in this particular case, we've got 38 tiles left. We are almost into the end game, last 33 tiles, which is, a good amount of tiles left. It's not like we're at the very end. And I have a 6 crack, which is going to be line 2 for under 369 for Kurt. And I don't think there is any other hand that it can be. Nope. So I have Kurt's tile. So I've got this hot tile now for sure, because I know he needs that. So the question is, do I take a chance and get it out? Because if I don't get it out now, I'm not going to get it out later, because the more we go around, the more chances. My opinion is that I should get it out, but I'm also very much aware that I have not one joker, which means that Kurt can have lots more, Annie could have lots more. He needs a conga flowers for that hand. He needs the pair of 6s for that hand. It definitely could be his mahjong tile. But at this point, because we have 38 tiles left, and because he's got 2 exposures up and he could not be set, I either take a chance right now or I just play defensively and break my hand up. So my expert players there, I'm thinking I should go ahead and take a chance. What are you guys thinking? Oh, wait a minute. Could he be playing 369 line? You said which one? Line 4? Oh, that's right. He could be playing 369 line 4. Oh my goodness, I almost missed that one. Yes, Jackie. So not if that's the case, and he doesn't need my 6 crack. But let's see how many. There was a 6 crack that went out here. So 1 6 dot, 2 6 dots, 1 3, 2 3s, 2 9 dots. Wow, I don't know that he's playing with dots. Let's look at not the BAMs. 1 2 3 9 BAMs. and 6 BAMs, 1, 3 BAMs are here. My guess is he's playing, it could be, he could have had that 3, 6, 9, because there's still 1 9 BAM, and there's still 1 3 BAM available, right? Yeah, I mean, he could, by chance, he could have 3, 6, 9. Oh no, there's 4 9 BAMs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 9 BAMs. Oh, Carolyn said 4. Yeah, so he's definitely not playing BAMs. He's either playing dots, 3, 6, 9, the singles in dots, or line 2. So nobody gave me their little opinion on here. Do I take a chance or break up my hand? It's way early to break up my hand. And Judy, watching from YouTube, said, do it. And L Camper 33, I don't know what your name is, but maybe Linda, maybe Laura, says yes. So I'm going to try it. All right. So it doesn't matter if it's Mahjong, it's just a game. It's Mahjong. So, but this is a good time to take that chance. If I were down to only 4 picks left or 3 picks left, I would probably just say, nope, I'm breaking it up. So here we go.
6 crack, 8 crack,
Oh my goodness.
7 dot, 4 dot,
Oh, geez. That's 7 BAM.
7 crack,
Or
7
or
crack,
I need a dragon
2
to call.
5 crack,
Oh my God. Look at that.
6 BAM,
Now I can
7
just
crack,
relax. Who's going to be holding my 7 BAM hostage now?
east, north,
Oh, I could even go jokerless. And I might as well, because it gives you a lot more points. So I mean, they know what I'm playing. They have the ability to count tiles. There's only 1 green out, so I might as well try to go jokerless right now. Woo! 26 tiles left.
joker, north,
Nobody's going to throw my
5
tile, so I have to pick it.
7 BAM,
Oh, they did. Oh my God.
Mah Jongg,
Whoa. That is amazing. Let's see. Kurt threw it and lost 10 points. Where was he at? He did the 3, 6, 9 with the dots. Look at that. Carolyn, good spotting on that one. I totally forgot about that hand. And I played it the other day. I actually like it. Whoa. Look at that. So he took a chance because there was still enough picks. I mean, it wasn't like I had 3 exposures up. He was taking a chance. It's the right thing to do. And Annie was playing 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive run line 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be the 1, 3, 4, 5 with the, oh, line 5 with the matching dragons. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Wow. I had somebody in competition for those greens. And then Amistad, any like numbers line 2, really a mess of a hand, Amistad. You were so far away from Mahjong. Oh, shame, shame, shame. Okay, so there is how that all happened. And it wasn't easy. It could have gone so many different ways, but it came in nice. And that makes it a lot of fun. I just want to see what's left here. Another green, another red. Whoa. I mean, there was only that 1 7 BAM. I thought they would be holding it. But not in Kurt's position. He was like what I took a chance, right? He took a chance. So all right, let's start the next
first
game.
Charleston,
So you can see I have so many jokers again. It's just so many. I can't handle looking at them all. And I only have a pair of greens right now. So I'll leave them sitting there instead of sticking them down here. I'm going to put this to make it a little bit easier. When you have one of everything, we'll put it into evens and odds. So we have evens and odds right here. And I like to keep everything in suit groupings because that's how the hands are, in groupings of suits. So it makes it much easier to have them grouped that way. Of course, I could look at the singles and pairs hand, but I don't have any 2, 4, 6, 8 in BAMs, wouldn't you know it? But I definitely got a little bit of like numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8 going on. And I also have some 3, 6, 9 going on. So let's see how many I have of 3, 6, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a little bit more 3, 6, 9, but I like 3, 6, 9 category. I think it's much, much, much more flexible than the 2, 4, 6, 8, although we've got a lot more 2, 4, 6, 8 hands. Let's see if we could keep both things going. Let's see. Let me put these up because I don't think I'm going to need that. So if I were to keep I want to keep an eye of 3, 6, 9. What of this should I keep? 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 8. Maybe the 2 would go. Trying to look at if I were to try and keep 2, 4, 6, 8 in mind, since I have a 6 crack, a 2 crack, an 8 crack, those are the same suit. And then something else, we can work with those for sure, but I think maybe I'm going to do that. Wow, this could be like this is another toughie, you know. Winds and Dragons line 2. Jackie said singles and pairs line 2. That's right, it only needs 2 suits. That's why I said I don't have any BAMs. I would have preferred to have BAMs to be able to choose from the 2, 4, 6, 8 with the reds and 2, 4, 6, 8 with the BAMs. Absolutely only 2 suits on that hand, not 3. So what else? Winds and Dragons line 2. Maybe. I have 1, 2, 3, but it's just too far from anything for me to really be thinking about that right now. All right, so there's my 7 BAM. Very cool. Not really. I don't really like any of these tiles. Let's see. Do I want to keep the 7 for any reason? 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9. Nope. Nothing that I can really see that I want to keep. Okay. This will help me make a few decisions. Now I'm going to look for 2, 4, 6, 8. Look and see how that looks. 4, 6, 8. I wish that singles and pairs was a totally different hand. But 2, 4, 6, 8. Bottom concealed hand might be nice because I could use 2 6s or 8s. I don't know what these greens are going to do for me. I'm just going to stick them right here for now. Oh my God. Let's see. If you have any suggestions, yell it out. Line number 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. Maybe Could be a lot of the 2, 4, 6, 8 for sure. I just need more. But it doesn't look like 3, 6, 9 is in my wheelhouse here, and I'm not so sure that these greens, nobody's going to give me any suggestions, huh? I'm tempted to go like, well, it's a first left. Maybe I'll do a blind pass. That might give me just another turn to figure it out. Okay, maybe I'll do that. So I got another 4 and I got another 8. So the bottom concealed hand for 2, 4, 6, 8 is right there. Happening. And 2, 4, 6, 8. It could be anything, but I'm going to tell you, I think I'm going to have to dump one of those greens. I just don't think they're going to be helping me well, wait a minute. How about second from the bottom? Like here. Hold on, that could be right there. Right there. I need flowers, okay. But that's that right there. 8s with the opposite green, with the opposite dragon. Right there, it could be 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'll continue and get rid of these 3. Okay, now I feel better.
Second Charleston.
Now I feel a little better. Good, I don't have to think. I love it when I don't have to think. All right, there we go. Bottom concealed hand is there. The second from the bottom 2, 4, 6, 8 hand is there. Nice. Okay, I'm happy.
Courtesy pass.
And I'll do 2.
2 bam.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to
Flower.
turn off the timer.
7 bam.
Okay, I'll take that. I won't
One
look a
crack.
gift horse in
5
the
bam.
mouth.
9 bam. 6 dot.
I could just kind of go smooth sailing here
9 bam.
until I have to make
9
a
dot.
really strong decision, which is going to be on the
1
next
dot.
pick.
7 crack. 7 bam.
On the next
1 bam.
pick in of a tile. Otherwise,
Red.
everything's just going to go out.
7 crack.
Okay, of course, there's line 3. I'm not going to go away from what I'm doing right now. It would not make sense to break anything else up because I've got right here going on. I've got the bottom concealed hand, which in all honesty is looking very nice. I've got one more pair to get covered here, and it's looking beautiful. So I am not going, this red is
Red.
not even
4 bam. 2 bam.
getting any of my attention.
1 bam. 7 bam. 7 crack.
The 7 bams
5 dot.
coming back to haunt me.
4 bam. 9 dot. Red. 2 bam. Green.
Okay, so it would not make sense for me to call that because I don't have the flowers secured. So as much as that hand with the 8s and the greens, it doesn't make sense to use my only joker. And then I'm still short on the 8 cracks to call that because I could call the 8 dot. No flowers, not smart to call this at this point. So ignore. It looks like the concealed hand is the one I'm going to be going with. That is a definite. Okay.
Green. 5 bam. 9 dot. 7 bam.
Oh, Jesus. Now I get a flower. Would you not believe it? Of course. I've already 2 greens have gone out, so I'm staying the course right now.
Green. 6 dot. 5 crack. 9 crack.
And I can't call anything, so I've got to get everything
Mhm.
in.
8 bam. 6 bam. 1 bam.
That 8 bam, of course, I needed it. Now, the flowers, let's just talk about line number 4 for 1 second. I just want to look at it, okay? It's very weak. It just doesn't make sense. 2, 4, 6, 8, I don't think, but maybe. 8, and my 8 bams are not there. So this is what it would look like if I were to panic and not stay the course with the bottom concealed hand. I would need one more good pick for the flower, and I would not want to use a joker in the flower. I don't like to put up jokers with flowers unless I'm like that, like I have to do it because I have nothing else to call and everything else is set. But in this case, if I took this from here and called the flower, it's going to get exchanged probably immediately. Maybe not, I don't know. I still need, then I'll need to cover the 8 bams. I'm gonna stay the course. Bottom concealed hand. It is a risky proposition. We had one last game, but it's pretty. It's pretty. Call this flower and let me do a joker exchange, please. Okay, here we go.
Flower. 1 bam.
Not.
9 dot. 3 dot.
Oh, God.
Flower.
It's always the way.
crack.
Oh, don't call it, please. Who just threw this? Amistad. Oh, my God. Annie just threw oh, no, Amistad discarded this. We have 2 more to get through. Is it going to get taken? Yes, probably.
6 dot. So,
Oh, unbelievable. Look at this.
joker swap.
Okay, so let's look at what's going on here. I need the 2 crack for Mahjong. So I have to discard a joker. And I only took this because if I don't take it, someone else is going to take it. So I wouldn't leave it there. But this will put me set to call the 2 crack for Mahjong as long as nobody else has my 2 cracks that they're using in their hand. So here we go. Oh my goodness.
Joker. 7 dot. 5 bam. So, 1 crack. 5 crack.
And at this point, I don't care
Yes.
what's out. I'm just going to throw every tile that I
4
get
dot.
because I want to win and I don't need to worry about it. Okay.
6 dot. So,
This
flower.
is how you learn to speed your
South.
game up. Look at that, y'all. Look at that.
Mah Jongg.
Whoa. Last Wednesday was kind of not a fun day. Tonight is the opposite right now. Oh, I don't want to say anything. Golly. That was another crazy situation. But you see, for me, I needed to stay the course, even though it was a concealed hand. I was much closer to it. I wanted to certainly look at that other option that I could have done, line 4 under 2, 4, 6, 8. But I think that this made a whole lot more sense to stay. And staying the course and not switching out when you're closer to one thing makes a whole lot of sense. So let's see what Annie was playing north-south with the 3s, and she was far from anything. That's line 5, Winds and Dragons, Kurt consecutive run line 2, which is our Pung Kong, and he was only a couple tiles away from Mahjong. Amistad was also playing with north and south, so Annie had a partner there. And Winds and Dragons line 3 was coming in pretty nice, but he was still 3 away from Mahjong. All right, let's do it again.
First Charleston.
Oh my God, 3rd time I'm starting without a joker. And I made 2 Mahjongs without starting with a joker. Okay, let's see, I have a question here. If there was a 2 crock out as the last tile you needed, you couldn't call it because it's a concealed hand, correct? If a 2 crack, when I was set with needing a 2 crack, I could have had Mahjong by picking a 2 crack in or by somebody discarding it. That is the time, those are the 2 times where I could then make Mahjong. So yes, if someone else discarded it, I could call that 2 crack to Mahjong. I just happened to pick it. So that was good. Okay, so now we've got new multiples except for our 2 flowers and our 2 Wests. I do have a lot of 3s right here. Of course, whenever I keep like numbers, I always keep my soaps. Whenever I have multiples of anything, it seems like I'm always getting Wests instead. I certainly can hold on to the South for a little bit. So like numbers for 3s. What else goes with 3s? 3, 6, 9. I do have a little teeny bit of a run, 2, 3. Nothing major. Maybe keep the 2 in case I get more dragons, and I could do that second hand under Winds and Dragons, but you know. Oh, I didn't turn the timer off. Crap. Oh, you got to tell me before I start the game. Son of a gun. And I don't think I could do it here. Nope. Nope. I don't know what that means. I don't want to take a chance and mess something up. Okay. Oh, golly. Unmute. Unmute as soon as I'm talking about the hands so I could. Oh, God. 3 times in a row. Didn't remember to do it. What else? What else could we keep and have fun with here? I don't think much. I think I'm gonna do, I don't know if this makes any sense because the flowers aren't used. So I'm gonna do that. I just made a rash decision. Okay, now I have a pair of 2s. I do see a potential of 2 3s, 1, 2 3s, something like that, possibly. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to keep this or this. And maybe it could be 1, 3, 3, 5 at some point, but I think I'm going to do these. Or do I want to not do that? Let's see. 3s, 3s, 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9 with the 3s. I don't know. I think maybe I want to do this instead. Oh my God. I'm getting a lot of 3s, aren't I? Oh, and I have those flowers, so I really do want to utilize those flowers. So any like numbers is really looking very, very nice. And of course, 3s, 9s, 3, 6. Okay, so we're on the first left. I don't think there's a reason right now, unless I was looking at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to try to maximize what I get in rather than doing a blind pass. Okay, that's kind of nice. Okay, line 1, any like numbers is extremely strong right now. There's 1 Kong, and this is another situation where we have to secure our pair. So my thinking would be that 3's crack's going to stay right there unless I get a 3 bam. You know, I'm not going to call it if I get jokers and leave myself exposed to not having that pair. But I like this. Now, if I'm going to play line one of any like numbers, I don't have 3 tiles to pass. I literally do not have 3 tiles to pass. So this is a perfect time to stop the Charleston. Why not? Okay, so I'm going to stop it.
Charleston stop courtesy pass.
And I'm going to do 2 tiles, the 1 bam and 2 bam. Okay.
1 dot.
They're programmed, the advanced bots, they won't do a courtesy with, I just found that out last week. They won't do a courtesy if you stop the Charleston, and that's what I teach my my students. So there you have it. Okay. All right, so we didn't have a real opportunity based on how things went, I don't think, anyway, to talk about prioritizing what's left in the Charleston. Maybe we did, but I always like to get rid of what was left over in the Charleston before I start with something new I picked, unless there's already one out that I might do a new fresh tile. And the reason is that very often players have to break something up in their hand and they're hoping they're going to get it back, which has happened to me. I've had to break something up and I end up getting it back. So, and then I've done it and thrown out one of these and somebody calls it right away. So it kind of
1
proves
bam.
it
6 dot.
when that happens. So
2 bam. East.
okay, so since the 2 bam went out, I'll do the 2 dot first. I like to
2
get,
dot.
like I said, the
1
freshest
bam.
tiles out early.
5 crack. East. 7 crack. 4 dot. 4 crack. 7 bam. 9 bam. South. 4 bam. 2 dot. 9 dot. Call. East.
Okay, so that's good. I want that to happen. I don't want to hold a tile that somebody may need going around and around and around, and then I give them even better. So Andrea, the reason you throw out the freshest tiles first is because your opponent's hands are not well formed in the beginning, unless they have an absolutely incredibly beautiful hand. You can't ever guarantee that. But if you get out fresh tiles and they're not ready to call, they're going to watch those tiles go out, like has happened with me a few times. You know, like I needed that 7 bam and others were throwing them out. I couldn't call it. So you get them out early. It puts you in a stronger, more defensive position. If you hold a tile you think that's not on the table that somebody needs, and you keep holding it and keep holding it, and you build your hand more and more, they're now getting their hands more well formed. And then you could end up, even if they call it, it could have gotten them so close to Mah Jongg or even giving them Mah Jongg.
9 bam.
It's a hard concept, but once you like kind of get it, it's like, oh my God, yes, it makes sense.
4 bam. 9 crack. 1 crack. 7 dot.
Okay, so once everything's out there and I just start repeating, there's plenty of
2
time to
bam.
start repeating
7 dot.
and
West.
doubling up on tiles,
5 bam.
because all my tiles right now are not fresh, except this one is.
5 dot. 8 dot. 7 crack. 3 crack.
Okay, so this is what we talked about earlier. If I could call it, I wouldn't want to call it because I need to protect the pair, and I don't have a joker anyway, so blah, blah, blah. Okay, again, everything is already out, so we'll just be doubling up on everything.
4 crack. 2 crack. 5 bam. 8 bam. 4 dot. South.
I'll hold that for just a little bit. just in case I have to keep an eye on line 2 or line 3. Well, line 2, I need the more flowers.
5 crack.
Keep it a little bit.
Call. 2 bam.
Okay, so this is a 5 crack. When the first one went out here, Amistad wasn't ready to call it. So I got one more of his tile, one tile out early on. It took him longer to be able to call it. And he may have been forced to use a joker because he panicked. Oh my God, one of mine's out already. But I do have a joker exchange with a
One
5
bam.
crack.
1 dot.
So Amistad, may I please have your joker?
Joker swap.
Thank you so much. I need to get jokers some way. All right, so I'm going to look at line 2. It's as, of course, I'm going to keep it in mind, but for line 2, you have to have a Kong of one of the numbers that you're playing before you lock that in. Okay, so Jackie, thank you. Joker exchange, thank you. So just remember, if you don't secure that and your tile goes out on the table, if somebody's smart and says, oh, there's none of those out, I'm going to get it out, and you've lost an opportunity to get 4 because you have to have 4 because those two, the 4 splits into 2 pairs in that hand. You can't call those pairs, and you can't call them because there's 2 of the same color showing, one suit doesn't work.
2 dot. 7 crack. 2 crack. 2 crack.
Well, guess it's decision time now, isn't it? All righty then. Okay, so for line 1, there are no 3 bams out. Which means I'd have to put it up with 2 jokers. Ooh, I don't love to do that. I can call the 3 dot as well. I've got my singles all secured. Perfect, not a problem. And for me to now, what I could do is if I want to keep an eye on line 2, I could get rid of the red. And still hold the flower for a little bit and still keep an eye on line 2 if I wanted to. Line 2, I would be one more tile further away. So it almost does not make sense to do that at all. So I don't think I need either one of them. Anybody have any thoughts on that, by the way? I'd like to get what your thoughts are too, don't forget. Or any questions? But I know line 1, I'm set to call everything right now. That's 100%. If I keep the flower, I could keep an eye on line 2, but it almost doesn't make sense. If I were to, yeah, I mean, I'm going to be further away from either line 2 or 3, so it does not matter. So I'm going to go ahead and, I'm just hoping and praying that I would love to get the 3 bam first so that I can then not have to put up 3 jokers. So I can move this over and call just with 1 joker. Okay, I'm babbling.
Flower call. 8 bam.
Uh-huh. Of course, that's going to happen.
West. 1 dot. West. 5 bam. East. 5 bam.
Now, I do have a little concern, okay, that I want to share. And that is that there are no dragons on the table whatsoever. So whichever one I end up sending out is probably going to be needed. I think I'm going to have to just make a decision and get rid of at least that red. Oh, who's playing with my 3s?
North. 7 crack.
Go one more
North.
round.
1 crack. 4 bam. 7 bam.
I'm risking it too much. I think I'm gonna need to get this out. Son of a gun. It's just somebody's gonna call it.
Red.
No,
3
I
bam.
panicked. Look at that. Okay, so there's my 3 bam. And then I'm going to discard my 5 dot and I'll be set to do either a joker exchange, call a 3 dot, pick a joker, pick whatever. Do I really want to put up these jokers? I have a feeling they're going to get snatched up by one of these. Could give them Mah Jongg. 39 tiles left. I'm over a third left in the game. So call, Kong.
Call. 5 dot. Joker swap. 9
Look at
bam.
how quickly that went.
6 dot. Joker swap. 9 crack. North. 9 crack. 6 dot. Call. So.
Oh my God, let me look at what's going on here. Okay, a Kong of flowers with sixes could be line 4 of 2, 4, 6, 8. Could be any like numbers line 2. We could just take a quick look and see what's out as far as the sixes go as to whether he might have a Kong of something sitting in his hand. Very, very possible. Very possible that he has the something sitting in his hand, either 6 bams or cracks, a Kong of them. Wow, I don't see 6 bams or 6 cracks out unless I'm missing it. Wow, he could be playing any like numbers line 2. Oh, what else could he be playing? 3, 6, 9, no Kongs of flowers there. No Kongs there, okay. So we kind of know what direction he's going in. Am I going to get this before Kurt? Who's closest to Mah Jongg? Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, line 4, or any like numbers, line 2, Jackie. Either one of those is what he's playing. Okay, so if he's doing 2, 4, 6, 8, Diana said like numbers line 3 cannot be playing like numbers line 3 because it's a concealed hand and you can't expose on it. But if he's playing 2, 4, 6, 8, line 4, consecutive line 3, 1, 2, 3. No, consecutive line 3 it can't be because there's no pung in that line. Let's look. I want to look at the 2, 4, 6, 8 tiles out here. 4, 4, 2, 2. So this could be a hot tile, but I'm taking a chance. Could definitely, it's 3 2s out, actually. I wish there was 4 out. 1, 2, 3. This could be it. Let's hold our breath.
8 crack. 8 dot. Call. So.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We've got an 8 and a 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Pung Kong, Pung Kong. It could be, so that could be line 2, could be left or right side. It also can be line 5 with matching dragons. But I have the soap, he needs the matching. There's one out, so maybe that's not the hand. Ooh, and 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 6s here if he's doing the one suit. I don't see a lot of 6 and 7 bams, so he could be playing 6. Oh, here's a 7, there's a 7. Could be 6, 7, 8, 9 with bams, but we'll see. Meantime, I don't need this.
South.
Oh, golly. Okay,
Joker swap.
here we go.
Mah Jongg.
All right, I am never, I mean, for anybody who's new here tonight, I'm just saying, I'm not usually this lucky. Okay, there's skill. Yeah, I agree, but this has been a really good night so far. Whoa. Let's take a quick, well, let's look at what Annie was doing first. Consecutive run line 2 with the BAMs. Kind of had a feeling. 6, 7, 8, 9. Pung Kong, Pung Kong. Oh, timer off. Okay. Let me look really quick. Amistad, consecutive run line 5, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the matching dragons. Close, very close. And 2, 4, 6, 8 with the line 4 with the singles. Had those intact and set for Mah Jongg. Good game, Kurt. Okay, I have to exit. Now, if I exit the game, this might take away my leaderboard, won't it? So let's just take a quick peek. Ooh, pretty good. I wish there was a way. Is there a way? What's a discard action? Oh, no. I drag a double click. That's not it. Well, there's no other way but for me to exit. Okay, so let's go out and if I launch it, I think it's at the next screen. Yeah, it's Mahjong Day Luck, Agnes said. And my skill. Well, thank you. I will hope to say it's got to be a little bit of skill. Timer off. All right, let's start.
First Charleston.
Okay, sort by Sue. Oh my God, I started with 2 jokers. It could be bad luck for me though. It could be, oh, golly, golly, golly. All right, so let's start out with our 6s. And with the 6s, I don't see any other 6s, but certainly it is a 4 crack and an 8 dot are even numbers. We'll keep those for that too. 6s is also in 3, 6, 9. So I'm going to keep my 3, 6, 9 going on for right now. In the meantime, I don't see any reason why I want to keep that or that. I mean, this could be a consecutive, mixed consecutive 6 spam, 7 crack, 8 dot. So if I keep that, this is a very good pass, and it's not, to me, I don't normally not pass like numbers, but with the South, that's a whole freaking hand almost right there. So I have to break something up. So maybe I will do the 4. I got to be smart rather than dumb. Okay, so I've got lots of 8s, lots of 9s, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9 going on. I know I'm going to get rid of those. I got to take a look, a closer look, and see what I want to do. 6, 7, 8, 6, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9. Anybody see anything? Feel free. Cheryl, thanks for coming tonight. I appreciate it. So when you do leave, thank you for letting me know ahead of time. And I hope you do come again. Okay, so I've got to think about what I'm going to do. I definitely am going to keep this right here. Mix suit run, line through 3 on the right side. I'm definitely going to keep that. 8, 9, 8, 9. I like that. The 6s, 6 are not in the right. What am I going to pass? 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 6. A 9 crack? I don't want to do the dragon. Okay, I don't see anybody. Past the 7 crack. Mixed suit needs 4 flowers. Yeah, I do. I know it needs 4 flowers, but you know, I mean, I can't not ignore it. It's there. You know, it's about what you can get, not about what you don't have. It's about seeing the possibilities of what can be. I'm just not sure that the 9 crack is more needed than the 7 crack. You can tell me why, but I don't think so. So I'm going to get rid of it. See, I don't always do what you suggest, but I explained why. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to stay with what I'm doing. I'm going to stay and try and get some more fun stuff in here. So I've got these babies, which could be a little bit of a run. Line number 6, consecutive run. I have to continue.
Second Charleston.
So let me get those out. So that could definitely be a thing. 6, I still want to hold that a little bit. Although if I think about this possibility, oh golly, no, I don't know. I was thinking of consecutive with the matching dragon, but this year's got flowers, so I don't make it as much of a priority as I would normally if I have to give something, if I have to think about something else. So I'm not so sure. 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 6, bam, 7 crack, 8 crack. I think I'm gonna do the 9 bam. Boy, I could be messing all this up, but we'll see. I am just trying to wing it. Now I get the 8. Interesting. 6, 7, 8 with that. Keep an eye on that. All right, I'm going to do 2. Keep that 7 crack still.
Courtesy pass.
Ooh. Ooh, this is going to change so much up, I think. Oh my God. Now I've got 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me see, pung kong, or with this, What about line number, oh, I've got those 8s though, shoot. So what I would love to have is my pair in the 8s for line number 7 under consecutive. That would be really nice. But what about line 3? Because it's a pung of flowers, and I love those. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, bam. Or, hold on. Look at that. Okay, my head is a little bit ready to explode. Okay, what about this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Line number 4, consecutive run. I'm liking that. And wouldn't it be nice to keep these as well in case that other line 7 comes to be? Wow. Do I need this 9? Am I going to need, I hate to get a new tile out at the end. I'm going to do 1 tile. And then I'm gonna pour a glass of wine because I think I'm gonna need it to get through this. Okay. But wait a minute, I have 6, 7, 8, 9 too. I can't do the 9. Look, I've got 6 bam, 7 bam, 8 dot, 9 dot. That's pung pung kong pung kong pung kong. I can't do the 9. I can't give anything away right now. I'm gonna say none. I wouldn't give these green, I wouldn't even pass those because they've never gone out of my hand. There's no way I'm passing them at the end, but I have to discard. So we're going to keep 6, 7, 8, 9 in mind. We're going to keep 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in mind. I'm just going to go ahead and start out by getting rid of the red. Oh my God.
Red. 7 dots.
I need help.
So
big time.
3 dots.
I still have people coming in. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 just look better right now. Now I'm going to keep the line number 5 in mind as well. So I'm not sure, do I need 6, 7, 8, 9 as a priority or not? Or, all right, 6, 7, and 6 bam, 7 bam, 8. Yeah, maybe that's still a safer bet. Okay. All right, so 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to get rid of the green.
Green.
Can't keep
9
everything.
bam.
I just can't.
2 crack.
I want to,
8 bam.
but I can't. Okay, I'm not going to keep that.
So 1 crack. South. 9 dot.
Too early to call for 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry. That is nice right there. So I could call the 7 crack or 8 dot. Hold that for maybe the pung, but would much rather not put a joker up with a flower. That's just my feeling. I'd like to get that one more flower. So at this point, if I want to keep track of 6, let's see, flower 6, 7, 8, mix suit run makes more sense. 6 bam, 7 crack, 8 dot, and that's definitely another perfect option. Everything else to me is probably not as important. So we've got either line 3 on the right side or line 4. That's what I'm looking at right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the, let me just make sure, 6, 7, 8. Yes.
8 bam. 7 bam. 5 bam. 5 dot. North. East. 4 crack. Call. Green.
Okay, we have a joker exchange available.
West. 1 dot. 3 bam. 9 crack. Call. 3 dot.
No jokers available.
South. Red. 7 bam.
Okay, wouldn't make sense to take it
2
or
crack.
even consider it.
Red. North. 6 dot.
And I get wins out regardless because of the news in 13579 and wins in dragons. I just get them out early. The single news. Okay, ignore.
6 crack. 2 crack. So. South. South. East.
Wow. I
Green.
might have had
1
all of
crack.
the dragons if I'd kept them.
9 bam. 7 crack.
Okay, so we've got to look at that 7 crack. If I call it right now, then unfortunately I won't be able to use it in line 3 at all as well. I'd have to just commit completely to line number 4. And you know, I mean, I'm sitting really pretty. There's no reason why not to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. And We're at 60 tiles. We're just into the middle game right now. So I'm going to go ahead and call it for a Kong. So it's line 4. I've got my 4, 5, 6, 7 in another suit, 8 in another suit. So I'm going to call this for a Kong.
Call. 9 darts.
And now I am
1 crack.
committed. I was committed way before this, but
9 bam. 3 dots.
okay, that's exactly what I wanted to have happen. I can call the flower without jokers, and I can call the 8. Maybe I'll get my own joker exchange or the 4 crack or something.
7 bam. North. 1 bam. 2 dots.
Look at that.
6 bam.
Oh my God.
West.
It's really crazy this night.
2 crack. 3 crack.
Okay. Impossible. Impossible to be this lucky
Mah Jongg.
tonight. I mean, literally. Oh, what a night. Holy moly. Okay, is your brain as fried as mine? I mean, that was getting me a little bit crazy. Okay, let's see. Annie was doing 6, 7, 8, 9, pung kong, line 2, consecutive run. Amistad, line 4 of consecutive run. Same hand that I was playing, but he was kind of messy with that hand, not coming in too good. And consecutive run, everybody was doing consecutive run. Line 2 for Kurt with 1, 2, pung kong. And he was also set. Kurt, you've been set quite a bit. I wonder if this went back to 0. It did. Oh, by going out, I couldn't keep my whole tally for the night. All right, let's see. Oh, we've got time. We've got time. Yay, I'm starting with a joker. Woohoo! Unbelievable. Thank you, Kelly. Watching on YouTube, I appreciate that. Okay, so now I always get more Norse than I do my West when I have all these wonderful even numbers in here, which is so annoying to me, but I might keep the West for a little bit. So let's see, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, a lot of it, right? Putting them all together since I don't have any pairs other than those Norse, which really couldn't do me any good. And so I'm going to keep all that. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. I've got like numbers. I think I'll keep the West for a little bit, break this up, and do this. I got another North. Here we go. Darn. Well, you guys are going to collect all these wins. Man, I'll keep that. Geez, there's a lot of wins going around. Not happy about that. Oh, man. I got another 4. Yay. Okay, I have to continue because I don't have just one hand.
Second Charleston.
I got to follow my own way of teaching. So what do I have potentially here? I've got concealed 2, 4, 6, 8 concealed line bottom right there, potentially. I've got like numbers with 4s, which means I would hold that. I also want to hold the 8 because that could be used in 2, 4, 6, 8, line 5 or something else. All right. God bless you, my bot friends, if you're collecting these wins. We're going to go for it. I'm not to keep. Ooh, look at that. Okay. All right. Now I have to pick what I'm going to get rid of. So I have 2, 4, 2, 4, 8, but I've got really pretty like numbers going on, don't I? Really pretty. So I could still keep an eye on something in 2, 4, 6, 8. The question is what do I need less of? Do I need that 8 crack or do I keep the 8 bam? I'm going to keep the 8 bam. Wow, another like numbers. Okay, I'm doing 2,
Courtesy pass.
and I got the 6. Whoa. So take a look at, okay, bottom concealed hand, not with the flower, but right there with the joker, or any like numbers with 4s. Very pretty, very pretty. I'm just going to do 1 because that red's been in my hand the whole time. I might need it for any like numbers. So I'm just doing 1.
6 dot.
I get that 1 west back. Something else.
3 crack.
Oh, golly. I'm getting close to
West.
already having to make a
North.
decision. I'll be running out of discards very soon.
5 dot. East. West. Flower. East. 1 bam.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, let's look at 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's look at singles and pairs first. Okay, that's what we got going on right now. I have extreme for line 1, not such a great hot shot, but it could be line 3, it could be line 2, it could be any one of those 3 any like numbers. Probably smarter to go for that category than the concealed, bottom concealed hand. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's gonna make the most sense. Yeah, why not? Let's try it.
2 bam. 2 dot.
The 4s have
Flower.
just been calling my
5,
name,
3
right?
dot.
So, oh gee.
8 crack. 3 bam. 3 dot. 9 crack.
Oh my God, I got a lot of those now. All right, I'm
8 bam.
staying the course.
7 crack.
Okay, good reason that I didn't consider keeping those 8s because somebody else was playing them. So if I kept holding on to them, I was going to let Annie get better set.
7 dot. 2 dot. 8 dot. 7 dot. So.
Okay.
6 bam. 4 crack.
Okay, so let's just talk about that. I would love to do line 2, but without having that Kong secured, it's very risky. I mean, I'm so close to it, but it's very risky. It's the first one. I could let it go. Don't have to rush to get it now. And I'm just going to go ahead and ignore it. I hate to have to do it,
9 bam.
but
7 crack.
just doesn't make sense right now. Let's see. 5 cracks not out. 6 bam I got out already, so I'll do the 5 crack. That red, I
5
might need it.
7 bam. 1 bam. 8 dot. 3 bam. West. South. 1 dot.
Okay. Now I have secured that Kong for line 2 that will be split up just like this. And therefore, the next time the 4 crack goes out, I can call it. I've got my other 4 bam, and I'm a happy girl. So in this particular case, I'm getting the red out because there are no dragons. Well, there's 1 soap out, but this to me is a priority to get out.
Red. 3 dot. 2 dot. 1 crack. 7 bam. 3 crack. East. South. 6 bam. 7 dot. Green. 9 bam.
It's not out. That means I got to get it out. No, there's 1 out early on.
6 dot. 4 crack.
Okay, I'm gonna call that 4 crack for a hung.
Call.
Now
6
I
bam.
am
Joker swap. 1 dot.
I am set to Maj on a joker, a flower, or joker exchange. I don't think there's any 8 bams out.
7 crack. North. 6 bam. 9 crack. 3 dot. 9 bam. 7 bam. 1 crack. Green. West.
Here we go. Okay, I don't never if I've ever had a night like this. You guys have been following me, some of you for 2 years. Have I ever had a night like this?
Mah Jongg.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We've got 33 people watching from YouTube. I think somebody just came in. I have had every game has been a mahjong for anybody who has recently come in. This has been a crazy, crazy, lucky hot night for me. And some real strategies and switching hands and keeping track of all kinds of stuff is going on tonight. So let's see. Annie was playing consecutive run line 7 with the pair in any position right there, 8 cracks, and the other 8s far away from mahjong. Sorry, Annie. Amistad playing 2025. I haven't had 2025 come into play tonight at all for me. And he was playing line 3 with the, oh, okay, so he was playing the soaps. Okay, not bad. He was 2 away. And Kurt was playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line 5. And he was the 1, 3, 5 singles and the 7. Oh, he was really struggling. That was going to be a tough one with the 3 suits on the right side of that line. Yeah, he needed 7 cracks. Yeah, really tough. Okay, let's start again.
First Charleston.
Oh, I got 2 jokers and I've got a pair. Oh, look at how pretty. That and that and that. Oh my goodness. We'll keep the West. Maybe I'll get news for line 4. Who knows? Wow, that's very pretty. What are we going to do with our remaining tiles here? Well, I certainly do have some like numbers going on as well. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8 with the greens, the opposite. 2s. Yeah, I know I don't need this. I know I don't need this. What's my least needed tile here? Having these babies here. I have a feeling we're going to be somewhere. Let's see about the run with the opposite dragons. 2, 3, 4, wrong numbers. 5, 6, 7, wrong suit, rather, wrong suit. I can keep an eye on that. If I get something in a crack, maybe I'll keep this. So I'm really thinking out of the box, right? I'm looking at line number 6, consecutive run, because I know the card. I know that uses a run with the opposite dragons. So if I were to get 7, 8, 9 or 6, 7, 8 in cracks, that's a potential hand. So why not keep it a possibility? Right? Okay, so I got an 8. I need 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9 for that. Now that I got another 8, maybe I'll switch out to holding like numbers in 8s rather than 2s since I have one more 8 while I keep that other consecutive run hand open. Is this going to be a possibility now? I don't think so. I really don't think so. So I'm going to do that. This, and And we'll do this. Okay, now I got the red. Okay, so now line 2, I need 3 consecutive numbers. So I definitely need to continue. So if I get a 6 or a 9, we can pop into line 2, Winds and Dragons. Yes, I got to get a pair of flowers. I'll be happy if I get 1, but I think that's what I'm going to do. So I have consecutive run line 7, Winds and Dragons line 2, any like numbers, maybe, but I'm going to continue and I have to break up this 8. So I'm okay.
Second Charleston.
I'm okay with doing that. Oh, none of these. No.
Courtesy pass.
Nope, not that I wanted. Not what I wanted. That's kind of sad.
So
Oh, a 7. Okay, so consecutive on line 6 just got stronger. Very much so. I don't think I'm going to lock in right now to Winds and Dragons. Unless I get a 6 or a 9, I might change my mind, but not right now. I don't even have flowers yet.
north.
I just got my 6. Now I have 6, 7, 8. I can move those others out.
5 dots.
Do I have to make a
Red.
firm commitment right now? I certainly do not. I'm certainly not going to call that red right now either and put up a joker too early.
7 dots. 1 bam.
But 6, 7, 8 with the opposite dragons, consecutive run, line 6 is really looking pretty.
2 dots. 3 bam. 5 bam. 8 bam.
And that's probably the one that makes the most sense.
1 dot. 2 crack. 4 bam. 5 bam.
6 is out. No.
6 bam. South. 4 crack. 5 dots.
5 bam, 7 bam is not out.
7 bam. 2 bam. 3 bam. 1 crack.
Okay, everything's out already except
2
for the,
crack.
yeah, everything's
1
out.
dot. 2 dot. 9 crack. 6 dot. 3 bam. 3 crack. 3 dot.
That's too far off the spectrum there. Wouldn't really be going 5, 6, 7 when I have those pretty tiles there. So I'm not going to keep it. Plus it's not out. So that gives me more reason to get rid of it because I don't see any reason to keep those.
5
That
crack.
5 rather.
8 dot. 6 crack.
Okay, so now I got to talk about the 6 crack. That's a pung. I could call it with a joker. I could call my 7 crack. I can call my 8 with a joker. So, and we've got our greens and everything. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to call that 6 for a pung.
Call. 5 bam. Joker swap. 1 bam.
And now I need to call the 7 or 8 to be set for Maj. So,
North. South. 1 dot. 9 crack. 9 bam. 5 dot. 8 bam. 6 crack. East. Call. 8 bam.
oh, 4 east. Line 1 on the right side or line 6. Okay. We got your number,
South.
Amistad.
Red. 7 bam. Call. 6 dot.
Oh, 7 bam. 1's out there already. Only 1 available for joker exchange. Darn.
2 dot. 9 bam. Red. Joker swap. Mah Jongg.
Well, they finally made a Mah Jongg. Wow. Annie, congratulations. 135, line 5 with the 135 singles and then 7-9. I think Kurt was trying that the last game. Very nice. And Amistad, east and west with the 4s, getting close. 2, 4, 6, 8, line 4 for Kurt. Kind of not so close. All right, so kind of a mess. I think we have time for one more. Oh, now Judy said 2025 line 2, and I wasn't even thinking 2025 at any point, but it's too late now. Okay, but look at how pretty it came in. Just not pretty enough, huh?
First Charleston.
No jokers. Oh, not fun. Lots of multiples. Wow. Let's get those multiples stacked together and see what's looking good. All right. So actually I'm going to look at all the 5, 7, 9 right now. Let's move these out for a minute because there are 7 bams, 5 cracks. We've got lots of stuff there and the 9 dot. I don't like that singles and pairs 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 this year at all because you have to have all those one suit pairs. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. I should be keeping track of it though. Northeast, west, south, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. All right, so I have lots of stuff I could do in 5, 7, 7, 9 here. Just a ton of stuff. So I'm going to break up that 4, even though it's a pair. I will not. Oh, Jackie said bots won't want to play with me again. That's hysterical. I don't think I'm going to need it. And so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. Let's see. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Probably not going to need that 1. It's just what I'm thinking. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. Wait a minute. Do I need to do? Oh, I didn't have it. Wait a minute. I might keep this for 5, 7, 7, 9. Even though that 4 went out, I think I'm doing this, which is not like the best thing. So 5, 7, 7, 9 with the news in the middle. We'll see. Oh, golly, this is going to be a big, huge challenge. All right, 5, 7, 7, 9 could be pun kwong, but it could also have news in the middle. We also could do 5, 7 crack with the dots and still see if we can get some news in. We have like numbers with 7s, and I would love to hold that red. We also have 5 bam, 7 bam. Oh my God. Yeah, Carolyn, I was looking at the concealed, but what I hate is that you have to have all one suit. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 pairs in one suit, and then matching pairs of odd numbers in the 2 other suits. I just am not a fan of that hand this year. So I don't know. I'd have to keep the 5, 7, 9 and the 9 crack and the 9 dot. You said I just need flowers. Wait a minute. How do you see I just need? Oh, you're not talking about the singles in pairs. You're talking about 5, 7, 5, 7, 9. Oh, sorry. Okay, 5, 7, 5, 7, and 9. Okay, that's what she's talking about, the concealed, which is a pretty hand with needing flowers. Okay, so if I do that for my first left, I can still keep track of 5, 7, 7, 9 with cracks and bams, cracks and dots, and I don't think I'm going to keep this. So good, that's a good one. Closed hand in 5, 7, 9. Yes. Okay, so 5, 7, 5, 7, 9. Okay. All right. I didn't get any more wins, so that means I could keep. So if for any reason that doesn't work out, the concealed, I can always pop into Pun Kong. So I have to see what I need to keep to play it safe. I have to continue. So 5, 7, 5, 7, 9. That's probably the smartest to keep. And I'm going to continue. And
Second
I'm going to
Charleston.
do this. Oh, now I get those wins. But I have to pass. Son of a gun. You believe it? I did want to keep an eye on that hand. Son of a gun. 5, 7, 5, 7, 9. I want it. If I keep one, maybe I'll get something back. I'm playing risky here. Oh, I got the wrong one back. Darn.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, I got that. Maybe I'll get an east. Oh, that would be fun. Okay, so right now,
5 bam.
nope. Right now, I still can keep an eye on. Actually, no, I really can't because I don't have the other 9, but that's okay. I need this, but it's a concealed hand, so I couldn't call it regardless. So ignore, and I have no jokers. So at this point, we are just going to go ahead and get out
6
tiles.
dots. South.
Get rid of this.
5 dots. Call. 8 crack.
Maybe that one will come in.
Red. 1 crack. South. 3 crack. 2 bam. Red. 4 bam. Call. 8 crack.
Ah, okay, joker exchange.
7 dots.
Okay, I only need a pair, but I will hold it. I'll get rid of the soap.
So, joker swap. 2 dots. 3 bam. So,
Okay, that's nice. Those are the pairs. I still have no flowers.
red. 1 crack. 6 bam. 8 crack.
I wish I had kept that other 9. Darn. Maybe I could flip flop around. All righty. I think I'm going to give up on the wins. Shoot.
South. 8 crack. 3 dots.
See, I could flip flop between 5, 7, 5, 7, depending on what happens, but
2 bam.
3, 5, 7, 9. All right, let me look. 1 bam. If I got a 3 bam, 5 bam, 7s and 9s, that would be pretty. So I'm looking at also line 5, and that has the punga flowers.
West. 6
If I
dots.
got 1 flower, it'd be
East.
nice.
2 crack.
Oh my God. I didn't think I was going to get it, right? Okay, so 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Line 5 on the right side. I could call the 7 and the 9. I've got the hardest part. I need some flowers. What can I keep to keep that bottom hand intact? 5, 7, 5, 7, 7. Wait a minute. Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm sorry. 5, 7, 5, 7. Okay, I can get rid of 1, 7 bam because I could use, but the better one is to do the pairs, cover the pairs. Not that it matters. I mean, it's concealed. Any thought? This is really nice here. And I have to either 5, 7, 5, 7. I would want to keep it all if I were doing the concealed hand. Let's see. Phyllis, you're saying do the concealed and not this one. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 toward the concealed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 there, but it's so much safer. So much safer. I wish there was like one thing I could get rid of. All right, let me put it back. You say do go for the concealed hand. 5, 7, 5, 7. Is that what your guys are saying? I got to keep this just so I could flip-flop between the two. That means the 1 and 3 don't work for me. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. I'll do the 9. Oh, somebody said no, don't go for the concealed. I have all of this here for the concealed hand, but I don't have flowers. If I go the other way, I am so much further away from it, but it's safer. What do you, I mean, you guys really think I should stick with the concealed hand? Seriously. Phyllis, what would you do? Who else is on here? Agnes? Agnes. Phyllis. Who else is on? That usually chimes in. Like I'm thinking this is, at least with the Punga flowers, I know I'm further away, but at least with the Punga flowers, I can call, you know, I get a couple jokers, I can call it. This here, I can keep, and then I can also keep, if I get any, of course, I gave up a 7 dot, I think, at some point, but I could also try 5 crack, 7 crack, 7 dot, 9 dot. Oh, I thought I had more than that. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 toward the concealed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you're right. You're right, Jackie. Okay, this is going to be it. And then I'm going to hope to have some other miracle happen. And I'm going to get rid of this.
7 bam, green. 8 dot. 9 crack.
Oh, nice.
7 bam, 9 dot.
Okay, I'm calling it. I'm doing it. All right, so we are now looking at 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line 5 on the right side.
Call.
Golly.
7 bam, 1 bam.
I need one more good pick to be able to get the flower. So
West. North.
okay, I don't need that.
5 bam, 8 bam. North. East. 2 bam, 7 dot. North. 1 dot. 6 bam. Call. 8 dot.
Okay, 5, 6. 5, 6. So 4, 5, no, 5, 6. Oh, what are you playing? 5, 6. Oh, it's got to be line number 4. Punga flowers. And then in cracks, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1 bam.
All righty.
1 crack,
We got your number. Oh, at least I have very safe tiles here. That's nice.
5 crack, 8 bam, 3 dot, 1 crack, 1 bam, 9 crack, green, west, north, 6 crack, 6 dot, 8 bam,
Mhm.
3 crack, 7 bam, 2 dot,
Give me a flower.
3 dot, 2 dot, 5 crack, 5 bam, south, 4 dot, 8 bam, 2 dot,
Everybody's playing flowers. Not a good sign. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 6 cracks. This may get called. I don't think it's out. So that would make sense if it did get called.
6 crack, 1 dot, 8 dot, 6 crack,
1 dot. That's out.
1 dot, green, 3 dot, 2 crack, 7 dot, west, east, 8 dot,
Okay, I guess I should break those.
joker swap,
I got to break these 5 cracks up, and I probably should have been paying attention to breaking that up sooner, but there is one out here.
5 crack, 7 crack,
Actually, I think somebody just threw one not too long ago. Okay, calling that baby for a Kong.
call, 5 crack,
Now
Mah Jongg,
at least I didn't give it to Amistad, but I was now set to call a flower or get a joker. Same, well, to the consecutive numbers. I think of terms of similar to that one in the 13579. It's got the 3 singles, the punga flowers, so it's pretty much the same configuration. Cool. All right. Congratulations, Amistad. So same hand, not same hand, but consecutive run line 4. Kurt had 4 jokers there. Line 4, 3, 6 with the single 3, 6, 9 in the middle with the matching suits 3s and 9s. And Annie was playing like numbers with 4s, and she actually had a Kong. She could have kept track of line 2 if she got more flowers. Yeah, this was good. A really, really good night. Lots of fun. All right, I'm going to say good night to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for helping everybody. Good night, everybody. Have a great night, and I'll see you soon.